Hey everybody! Well, I've got a real treasure to share with you now. You know, in my years as an antique dealer, there were a number of items that I would select over time to keep for myself. I have my own little collection. I have a lot of old stuff that's laying around. I have a little warehouse full of things, but a small subset of things that are just my special treasures. I'm going to show you one now. It's right back here. Do you see this little guy here? I've got him. I was wearing my headband today, so I put it on him as well. Let me take it off. Oh, I'll show you with it. Here he is. Look at this. Now, this is a Japanese head cloth, which you know, it would be worn by people, typically workers, so somebody outdoors to protect themselves from in the heat. But look at this. Look at this. This is one of the real treasures in 5 years of being an antique dealer. When I saw this, I knew it would be on my desk and close to me forever. This is a kokeshi ningyo. Ningyo means doll in Japanese, and a kokeshi is a special type of wooden doll, typically formed of two pieces, a cylindrical body and a rounded head. Typically, kokeshi are much smaller. Here's a more typical style kokeshi. Even though this one is unique as well. I don't actually have a real traditional kokeshi sitting around. This is little guy. I keep this around because this is a treasure for my daughter. When she was little, she would play with this. And little guy's wife, we call her little guy's Oksan. This is a doll. So this is a more traditional style kokeshi. But this giant one right here. Excuse me, it's hot. I turned the fan off. I might start sweating. This giant is very unique. This is Daruma. Daruma is the founder of the Zen sect of Buddhism. Daruma was an Indian monk who traveled through China and taught about basically his form of Buddhism. Daruma is said to have sat in place for under a tree or staring at a wall, we're not sure which one, for 7 years, at which point his arms and legs withered and fell off. That's why he doesn't have any arms or legs. And in some of the images you see, he actually kind of wobbles. It's like a wobble doll. This has a typical Daruma face. Look at that intense expression, that cowl, that face, that scowl. He's got the earring. Typically, Daruma has an earring as well, and the shaven head of a Buddhist monk. He's wearing his typical red outfit, and beautiful artistry here. Look at the hand-painted items everywhere. Has Japanese writing and the artist's stamp on the bottom there. Far, far, far too stylized. I mean, we need a Japanese person to be able to read that. I don't know what that says, but that's the stamp of the artist right there. Beautiful. Out of two big pieces of wood. Now, this doll's head turns. Oh, and right in there as well. Hear the squeak? But the head turns. Now, squeaky-headed kokeshi dolls are called Naruko style. They are basically the idea with kokeshi. There are a couple of ideas about how they came about. Oh, it's really getting warm. One is that they were made by craftsmen using scrap pieces of wood as toys for their children. Another one, more controversial, is that kokeshi were actually what's the right word? Votive? No, that's not the right word. Kind of an icon for deceased children, and kind of a memorial for that. There's actually more to it than that, but it's kind of dark, so I don't want to go into that. But that's the less frequently described reason for kokeshi. I tend to go with the one that they were toys for kids. I get to see the craftsmen having some extra pieces of wood laying around and making a doll for their children, especially in the long winters. Kokeshi craft originated in the northern part of the main island of Honshu, and back in the old days, in the long winters, when the children were stuck indoors, I could see a kind father making a doll like this to give to his child to play with. Kokeshi come in a wide variety of styles. They're typically now used as souvenirs particularly from hot springs as well. But this one is just a real treasure. So you'll probably always see this. I will never get rid of this. This kokeshi always stays close at hand, and like I said, today I had to drape his headband because it was a hot day. I was working hard outside, cleaning up my father-in-law's shop, and there we go. There he is back with his head. Oh, you don't look quite this good. There you go. There you go, Mr. Daruma. Can never quite get it right. Thanks for dropping by to see one of the real treasures in my personal collection. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.